Starting next Monday, May 10th, the government of Montana will be providing vaccines to truckers entering the state at a rest stop near Conrad, Montana. About 2,000 Alberta truckers are eligible to receive a vaccination in this program. If there's excess demand, we can talk about expanding it, but that's the initial estimate and set aside. Montana will be providing the Janssen vaccine produced by Johnson & Johnson during the program, which only requires one dose. Truck drivers will not be required to book ahead to receive the vaccinations. There is a constant flow of trucks crossing the Alberta-Montana border. In fact, about 800 commercial carriers cross the Alberta-Montana border at the Coots land border crossing every single day. We're confident that many truckers will pull over, roll up their sleeves, and get their jab as they travel back and forth between our province and Montana. This program is similar to other agreements reached between the provinces of Manitoba and Saskatchewan with the state of North Dakota to vaccinate truck drivers and other workers. The initiative we are announcing today is just part of our effort to get vaccines into the arms of all Albertans as quick as we can. I want to close by thanking the truckers who have driven thousands of kilometers and worked day in and day out to ensure that our communities have the food, medicine, and vital goods throughout the pandemic of the past year. I also want to pause to say thank you to the Blackfeet Nation in northern Montana for having provided, I believe, up to 1,000 vaccines on short notice to Albertans on occasions when they've had a surplus. First of all, helping to inoculate their brothers and sisters in the Blackfoot Nation in Alberta, but then also some members of the general public from Alberta. It was a really wonderful and gracious gesture on their part. So we say thank you to everyone and the truckers for all that you do and continue to do to deliver essential things that we need, and we wish you safe and healthy travels.
This agreement between the governments of Alberta and Montana to inoculate Alberta drivers is proof that collaboration can help our communities and economies recover. Agreements like this help keep essential workers safe. This is how we build and maintain a resilient supply chain. The Alberta Motor Transport Association is grateful for this donation of vaccines, and we're honored to be a part of this proud and historical moment when our two countries take a significant step forward together to end the pandemic and to protect our people, our supply chain, and our economies. And again, thank you to all the drivers out there for what you do every day to make our lives better.
Because if every driver had to sit at home for 14 days after they brought in a load, there would be no more drivers to bring in loads and we'd have empty grocery stores. So there already have been exceptions made. And this just gives them greater security. Once they get that single dose jab from Janssen, they're good to go. And in this particular case, both governments, Canada, U.S., as well as the states, are comfortable in giving them an exemption from the quarantine requirements. They already have one, in fact, and so this just extends it. So I think it makes eminent sense. I don't think that this in any significant way elevates risk. In fact, what it does is to reduce risk because they are now vaccinated. Governor Gianforte tells me they're sitting on a lot of excess doses right now. They've vaccinated about half their population and demand is slowing down. So their supply their available supply is increasing. This is our initial estimate of where we think that the demand will be. But I get the impression that Montana would be happy to expand the program if we need it. And I'll just add to that, we've been in discussions with some other U.S. states. I've been talking to other governors who have said, look, Jason, we're sitting on extra doses here. We know you guys don't have enough. We'd be happy to share with you. The problem we're facing, and this is something I raised with the Prime Minister in our discussion 2 days ago, the problem we're facing is that the U.S. has export constraints on sending doses outside of their country. And that's a U.S. federal government issue. So I asked the Prime Minister if he could once again take this up with the United States because we've got a lot of states in the Northwest region who see the situation that we are facing, want to help out, but are unable to do so. But I'll tell you this, if Albertans are down south for whatever reason, and they want to get a jab, I think they can pretty easily do so in most of the United States. And I know a lot of snowbirds and others who have done just that. People down there on essential work. Frankly, we encourage them to, because just getting vaccinated as quick as they can helps them, helps us. It's good for everyone.